6 seconds to work with. That's Lazy in the corner, steps into the mid-range, out to follow with the three.
Close him out, hit a shot, end this game. Put him out of their
score here if you're B5. You absolutely do. Claw to Chaos. Put it away to ice it. Walnut in the left corner. Dawsix on the hash. They feed it down to Johnny Red. And Lawrence will get the rebound.
Oh my goodness.
I know Nate Patrick's going, crikey, mate. DJ from three.
Hey, a snack size highlight reel just for you guys. Serious.
Sorry, I cracked myself. That dot was crazy, man. I gotta relax.
Hey, we've had some good highlight reels and enough to get that type of reaction for sure, you guys. It's been fun. But before we go on, we will be right back with more 2K League action. We're going to jump into a break momentarily. We'll see you soon. What's up, 2K fam? We are back with Bounce Fast Thursday. We put a halt right quick to the bouncing at the moment. We are dealing with a widely known server issue. So before we get into it, we're going to tap into another video and see how the influencers feel about the 2K League and how they first got into it.
What made me fall in love with NBA 2K was that I've always been a basketball fan my whole life.
I think it was really playing with friends. That was probably the big thing.
It was the camaraderie of the NBA 2K crew. Just playing with people from different states, different countries even, was insane to me. That's what made me fall in love with the game.
I've always loved games, so I think those two worlds just combined, and that was really my game my whole life.
And as a D1 athlete myself, I love competition. I love seeing people go to work.
My friend, he introduced it to me on the PlayStation 3 saying, oh, we can actually play against each other like, wirelessly. So when we did that, it just kind of took off from there. We still do that to this day. We don't play each other as much, life has gotten in the way, but that's really what it is playing with friends. That's always been the thing that made me love it.
I have a brother, of course. He got me into the whole video game space. That's how I'm here today. But, you know, guys, we're going to try to get Wiz and Hornets soon. But before we get into it, what is kind of going through a player's mind when you're going through a tech issue like this, Dirk?
I was about to say, I think this is where JT should take the reins because he went through our 2020 COVID year of having to go through all that stuff. So I'm going to let JT take the floor what goes on with it.
2 words, mental fortitude. At this point, I get it. It's frustrating. I've been there. Don't tell me I don't know how this feels. I've been there. I've been there as a player. I've been through it as a commentator multiple times. You have to realize what's up for stake. You have to realize what you're playing for. If you want to just, lay down and just really check out and then lose, you'll look back weeks and days and months from now looking like, oh man, we could have stepped up at that moment and showed who we are. A lot of people are good people when things are up. Show me your character right now. Show me how y'all can stick together right now. What is your mental like? How strong are you mentally? Mental is step one. We just had mental awareness month. This is the time. It's the first day out of that month. Show us what you can do. Show us how you can still bounce back through a hard time. I get it. Is it something you should be going through? Maybe not, but you are. You're in this situation. You're present in it. You can't run from it. There's no way around it. So who are you right now? How will you bounce back? It is frustrating. But show me how y'all can bounce back from hard times, from hardships. I got to see it. How teams come back mentally, I want to see it. Like the Eastern Conference, y'all got a hell day, but y'all can really come out and show y'all better than everybody else, just mentally alone.
As a vocal leader, what are you saying to your teammates and how do you kind of literally get through this?
Just, hey, we know what we're playing for. We're playing for potentially becoming first, 100K. We're playing for everybody's family in here. We're not here all year. We have 2 months left in this season. Let's make as much money as we can right now. And if you just let a time like this obstacle really overtake you and just make you lose a game and check out, you wasting everybody's time. Don't waste nobody's time. Y'all all fighting for something. Y'all all got different obstacles. Y'all all got different stories back home that money can help. So actually step up to the situation, rise to the occasion, come over this, beat this, and find a way to secure yourself into next week.
That is great advice. And I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure a lot of those players are saying that in their locker room right now as they are waiting to get those games started very soon. We're going to see if we can, get that going for sure. But in general, we're going to have the game of the week going down tomorrow, you guys. And we already got a little appetizer of it. T-Wolves taking on the Lakers in kind of not a similar situation, but kind of a reset that we saw. They came in, Lakers had all the momentum, that 14-0 run, and then had a delay, was able to come back and didn't get the job done. T-Wolves got the dub. So I bet the Lakers are going to come in hungry with this one, knowing that they could keep up with such a tough offense, you guys.
Yeah, that was it was great to see the way that LA ended up coming out with it. It was unfortunate, of course, that they ended up going to a reset, but they had the ideal scenario, I guess you will, to where you're able to just jump straight back into it. You don't have to worry about a spread. But in those situations, it's so tough. When you're playing well, it's the best game that we've seen from Ryan, one of one. If anything, this kind of intensifies what we're going to end up seeing tomorrow. I think Lakers game is going to come out there and want it just a little bit more than they did in that previous matchup.
Absolutely. The game of the week is going down at 10 p.m. Eastern, so you don't want to miss that for sure. We're going to have you locked into that one very soon, you guys. So excited to see who gets the best of the game of the week very soon. But in general, we're going to make sure that we try to get these games rolling for you all. It is overall server issue that is well known that we are dealing with at this point. So right now we already saw Celtics got a dub, 76ers got a dub as well. Still waiting for more games to come into play. But in general, we saw the Wizards also take on the stage as well. Hornets, we're going to try to get that game shortly, but we also checked in with WizDG to see what they like about Fives.
For the 5v5 season, I'm most looking forward to just the atmosphere and the gameplay that 5v5 brings. It's what this league was founded on, and I think it's the most fun game mode.
Getting back into 5v5, that's where I came from. That's the game mode that I love to play. So just getting back to playing like traditional basketball is always exciting to me.
I'm excited to see what our new guys, what we bring to the table.
There's more trash talking. There's more. It's like way more intense and competitive. It's a longer game.
I got drafted as a power forward. The lineup that's best to work with is me playing center. So that's something that I'm very excited for. It's obviously not a new position, but something that I haven't played for too long, and I'm ready to adjust.
Now, this is the closest game that we will possibly see start very soon, and we'll see if they will very shortly. But Hornets, Wizards, JT, when you look at this matchup, what you've seen so far from both of these squads, how do they come in and attack the day?
I seen an offensively challenged team really come in, and their backcourt just starting out by scoring. Their backcourt has about 28, 30 points. Of their 37 or 39, if I read that score right, like this backcourt hasn't really been that strong on the offensive side. But in this game, they really came out hungry, shooting well from behind the three, and that's what they need. They will give you stops. They've been a defensive team for 3 or 4 years now. Offense has been their up and down struggle since losing JBM. But tonight, they came out punching. They came out hooping. That they need more of that.
Well, Harris, we see that graphic at the bottom. I mean, huge scenarios going down tonight. Hornets, Venom can clinch bracket play with 2 wins. I mean, you have to know that this game is heavy on mind and very important for them.
Yeah, massive game for both. If WizDG lose, they are out of the tip-off tournament, which I know would be a big disappointment for that locker room as well. So, you know, you gotta be feeling good of your Hornets, Venom GT, right? They start off so poor those first couple of games, and ever since halftime of that Knicks gaming game, they have really turned things around. You know, got to give a lot of love to Antoine Love. He has been spectacular for them, and it really goes to show, you know, when your point guard is doing it all and not turning the ball over, it's such a difficult mountain to climb for any team on the other side. So I like how this Hornets Venom GT team is playing. I'm not surprised they're talking trash alongside it, Autumn. But yeah, big night for Charlotte as they try to make their first in-person tournament of the year. That wasn't the steal.
Oh yeah, and you gotta have some trash talk, obviously, has to come with it for sure. But we saw the Wiz, you know, have that lineup change. Now Glowski at the center, you have Dini back at power forward. JT, your impression of that?
I think it's too early to really tell, but I do think from what I've seen, just offensively, they've had their best game in their best early start of the year. So I can say so far it is working out well, but it is very early. I feel like Glowski didn't really get a chance to show much of what he could do because it's been so early. His stat line wasn't too impressive. So I'm really looking to see when this game is continued, his impact. That's who I'm really like hyper focused on and seeing how he'll play.
And we see the starting lineups right here. When you look at those players, who's going to be the unsung hero? Who needs to be the unsung hero of this matchup, Harris?
Oh, well, it's got to kind of be Glowski. I mean, honestly, like they need more out of him on both ends of the floor. You know, this is a really big matchup for WizDG, man. I wonder, you know, if they go out kind of sad like this in the tip-off, you know, they're trying this new lineup. This was really their only card that they could have played this year, Autumn. Like if they were really struggling, like, hey, we can play the Nudini back to power forward card. Maybe that will up our spirits. But if that doesn't work out, don't really have a lot of other options. They're just kind of stuck with the team that they have. So this could be a bigger game, maybe mentally, than I think we could expect for this WizDG team, as we see Hornets Venom GT just chilling out like us, waiting for these servers to stop messing up.
Yeah, they're trying to stay locked into it, make sure they come in knowing what's at stake today. Dirk, what's your impressions of this matchup?
Yeah, no, that's why when you have issues like this, it sucks because you were having such a good game. A lot of back and forth going between these two teams, especially when you're the Wiz, you're trying to start something new. Like, this is probably the best that we've seen Witness play so far here in Towards Fives. So now all that momentum ends up getting halted to whenever we go back into it. But it is good. I mean, it's just a nice battle with Antoine Love, just kind of keeping pace to what we've seen from him so far since he came into the NBA 2K League, with him and Cap just kind of going back and forth. The one thing I really am waiting on is kind of like everybody else, the Glowski impact. I mean, he has 3 turnovers. He does get to play corner defense now, which is actually what he's used to going from pre-draft. So maybe that'll be an adjustment. And for Dini, right, with him in the pick and roll, maybe there's just something that's quite not working with that communication so far with Awkward and Glowski to get those rotations, because Crown's got 13 in that game too. So that's just something to keep in mind, the offensive firepower that the center's bringing.
Yeah, Dirk, absolutely. We're going to see how that plays out. Harris, what more do you have on this matchup?
Well, you know, we got to talk a little bit about Antoine Love. I mean, I feel like his start, we haven't really talked about it where it is statistically. I feel like the eye test has really been there for all of us, but the number test also backs it up. 27 points per game, 9 assists per game, shooting 66% from the field, 60% from 3. I mean, his numbers have been just nasty. And I think you can also see on the defensive side of the ball too, he's been making some big plays for them. And it's just impressive overall. It's just impressive overall what he's been doing so early, coming in undrafted. Thanks to SAP for these insights. It's just wonderful that, you know, we have a guy like this who's been trying to get into the league for a couple seasons now, was unlucky last year, didn't get in this year, just wasn't enough spots. And, you know, he just fought his way back into the league. And here we are. He's finally cooking, finally get his chance in the league. And, you know, if he can keep playing like this, Autumn, this Hornets Venom GT team can go really, really far. So shout out to Antoine Love, man. He's doing big things out there in his first year in the league.
Yeah, I had a quick turnaround too to try to gain some chemistry with this team, but he is rolling along with them. They're trying to get those 2 wins to clinch a spot. Of course, as we know, eyes are on the prize of the stage, the bag, the banner. I mean, every game, as you mentioned, JT, you don't want to look at this game and kind of be out of it, and then you look down months later and you wish you would have, you know, took that game seriously. So really emphasizing that every game, every point matters when it comes down to it.
And that's what I'm seeing specifically from the Hornets. Like, they just look like they're laughing, chilling. It just comes down to control what you can control. Like, right now, they can't really control what's going on. So just relax. Don't think too much of it. Just until it's game time, don't waste no energy right now. None. Y'all should already know y'all game plan. Y'all have had plenty of time to talk. Until then, it's chill, it's vibe, it's cool. It's just simply do your thing, because there is still, this is the last day for the Eastern Conference outside of the 1 game tomorrow. That's Wizards Celtics. So if you aren't one of those 2 teams, it's so much up for grabs right now. So you can relax, but don't forget what's up at stake. Don't forget what you have to do. And I don't think teams are doing that. These teams look like they're just being patient, really relaxing, really just conserving their energy until it's game time.
Absolutely. You see both facilities right here. We got the Wiz, the Hornets. This is our closest game that we might see tip off very soon.
You know we're in a delay when our boss is sitting in the Twitch chat trolling us. All right, you know, listen, Matt, welcome back. You know, we missed you. And I wear old man shoes because I guess the young people shoes, they make my feet hurt. I don't got time for that.
I think Matt wants me to bring back the mustache because he saw my doppelganger out there in Ireland.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So I think that's what I showed that to my girlfriend too, and she like zoomed in and she was like, "Yeah, this is you like in probably about like 20 years." I'm like, I hope I'm still not rocking the stash with that haircut in 20 years. I might not even have hair in 20 years, Autumn. I might be Paul.
He said that guy was you. Stop lying. You took a quick trip.
I had to check in on Matt. I really needed to make sure that he was in Ireland, you know, and he wasn't just wanted some time off.
Hey, we're bouncing around the league to see and check in with all the facilities. So who just waved at us? Someone in the cat. Yusuf waved at us. What's up, Yusuf? He's staying locked in. I bet he can hear us, obviously. But yeah, teams right now just waiting to get things tipped off. Cavs and Knicks trying to, make sure that they stay locked in and get geared to go. But for this matchup, you guys, we talk a lot about Knicks Gaming, of course, a very strong team. They have all the pieces, can have a lot of success in their future. Dirk, for you, what do you want to see from them going up against Cavs, who has also had a solid start so far in fives?
Yeah, the first part for me is that I feel bad for every team right now. I feel bad for this team, Autumn. They tipped off at 6:15 Eastern time. They had that reset. They were battling through.
That's true.
Then it ended up happening again. So, you talk about the recovery mentally of being able to bounce back. Okay, cool, we got the first reset. And then you get hit with the second one. So just trying to stay locked in. But for Knicks Gaming, it's still just the kind of same story for me. I'm just waiting for, Raiden to consistently go out there. And I just got word. We got a game somewhere.
We got a game, folks. Waiting for one around the league. Oh, yeah. Wiz and Hornets. Let's go, y'all. Third quarter action winding down. Hornets up by 6.
Oh, and they got the good reset coming out there too. Everything's set in stone, so we don't have to worry about playing a spread. 3-second separation between the shot clock and game clock. As Cap will get it to Awkward, and now down to Glowski. He just goes up with it, and he'll get his own offensive rebound. They'll wrap him up there. Dini potentially was open for a 3 if he went for the kick out.
Hey, you there. Hey, I'm sorry.
Hey, you there. Cap fades away, and no, it's just a flick up. That won't count. So that'll be the end of the quarter as a 6-point lead coming out here for Charlotte.
Delay right into 40 seconds of gameplay, 2-minute quarter break.
Look at that backcourt. 30 points in there, 12 for, I'm bad at math right now, 19 from the field. That's what Wizards DG needs. They need that from that backcourt. They've shown me they can get me a plethora of stops, but these past couple games, their offense just hasn't been clicking. It's been more so close to the abysmal side. So they need to pick it up, but they are picking it up, It's been a great 3 quarters by them.
Yeah, we got to see a preview going into this one to see some earlier gameplay, but of course we got the highlights for you. And Witness Harris, he's playing phenomenal with the scoring that he's been able to do. We really haven't seen a lot of consistency with him in 5v5 so far.
Yeah, I call them, one of the last pure sharps that we have in the league. Good two-way player at the shooting guard spot. They need him so desperately to be big time on offense. Cap is a good scorer, but I just don't know if they have that front court guy that's really going to be giving you double digits consistently. So if it's not going to be coming from the front court, it's going to have to come from Witness and Cap getting it done.
And everyone's heart just sank there for a moment as you saw somebody go into the settings. That was just in the highlights, guys. Don't worry about it. The game is still up. Glowski will take his seat after having a conversation one-on-one there with Cap. Cap having to get used to Glowski being his center. It was Nudini down there for all of 5 versus 5 so far, but now the switches came through. Nudini gets to go back to the power forward position, JT, which I don't think anybody's really going to make a true argument that Dini is probably better fit here at this position.
Oh, that's the biggest part that I didn't even input. That's huge. The chemistry that Glowski has to now gain with Cap and Witness, that matters. That plays a pivotal part in this offense and how they can mesh together. I can't believe I didn't even think of that until you just kind of spoke on it. Well, you didn't speak on it, but it just kind of came to me. But yeah, that relationship matters. That's a pivotal part of this offense.
Timeout called here, and they're just sitting in the menu, so we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. But yeah, especially for somebody who hasn't played the center position, that's something we got to factor in too. Always a pure power forward. Anytime that we see him play in pre-draft and pro-am, and I believe we're going to be going to a reset. You can see it there in the top right of the screen, so we'll have to see how it ends up playing out. So we got a little bit of gameplay, but the servers win again.
Oh, well.
Yeah, there we go. Players up again, trying to get there. I think for Wiz, they're probably I don't even know what's going on. We're just going to continue to play this one out. They're still leaning forward, sitting down. And we'll just have to wait for word to try to get through. As you can see, Crown dapping up Antoine Love. So for that little bit that we're able to see, heading over in towards the fourth quarter, we made some progress going over towards it. And I feel like really things are probably they were gonna start to ramp up there in that situation. They had the inbound, there was the intentional foul, the timeout that was called. So I think this is good too, JT. Like when there is something like this, a crash happens, stay in the game. Like you can just get your warm up in. Like if you're still in there, go ahead, just get some shots up, especially with how people have been shooting this year.
Oh yeah. We got time. I'm definitely getting my shots up. Give me some practice shots. Give me some different catches, some different spots of the court. Got time, man. Get them up.
And there you can see players gonna get up, use the bathroom, take the time to try to unwind here. But again, it goes into this whole battle that we talk about. You shift the mentality, you get excited, right? Because you weren't even sure if the games were going to continue on. You're on standby there for a little bit. You end up going into the game. It's something that we talked about, Harris, with Knicks and Cavs. Like, right? They got that first crash out of the way. They started the game back up. Then it happened again. Same thing just happened here now with the Wiz and the Hornets. And they didn't begin to see much. What, like probably a total of 50 seconds, 60 seconds potentially before that one ended up going back to a pause?
You know what? I suggest that PlayStation, they go back to the network servers, they turn them off, and then turn them back on. That always works for me, so I have to imagine that it would work for Sony too.
Well, we are bouncing around the league to take a look at the facilities to see how players are dealing with the national server issue right now. So while we do, we're looking at the Knicks right now. We're going to check in what they think is so unique about their play style.
Everybody knows me from my defense. You know, everybody says I reach a lot. I agree with it. You know, I'm known for defense and just pressing, honestly. As far as stick skill goes, I feel like I'm the best defensively, stick skill wise. I don't think there's a player in the league that'll think about shooting some of the shots that I shoot. Initially, I'm a secondary ball handler. I'm not really a primary ball handler, which is a point guard. I'm a shooting guard. A small part of the game, but it's such a big part. And I feel like that's where I really thrive at. Just running routes on the break, get my teammates open, things like that.
Being able to like take the burden off my point guard and lock down on offense really separates me from other power forwards just because like I usually play guard, so I know like I just know little things about the game that other people don't.
No doubt that this is a very talented team right here. We see Radiant. We see my brother Devin back there. What's good? Just chilling, hardly working back there. But yeah, in general, like what's this? Oh, okay.
Oh. See, this is why you have really nice, relaxing chairs, so you have the capability of just reclining and chilling.
Oh yeah, he's chilling big.
Is DJ sleeping? No, DJ's not sleeping. They're chilling.
Nah.
Hey, JT, are those the Yeezy slides that you wanted? I think that either Harry or Moody has on. Is that the one that you missed out on?
I see them.
They're a little too dark, but I'll take them.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
Yeah. I'm hurt.
Can't win them all.
Shoe goddess is saying can't win them all. Get me out. Get me out. Oh, I can't make it up. I can't make it up.
Well, I said either him or Moody, so I'll confidently say that's probably Harry or actually maybe Lil Rich. Those are the only two that are in the room right now. Lil Rich.
Oh, that's fun. That was our first time. That's fun. Oh, now I can't stop saying it. Oh, well, hey, this team is on a hot start, 4-0. They were looking for 5-0. They have 2 games today with Gen G and Hawks, but we checked in with them to see what they're excited about this season.
5v5 season, we're looking to unleashing our secret weapon.
Harry gets to finally touch the court, which is going to be, really good.
I'm really competitive, and that's how I got here, just competition. I like doing my best and trying to beat other people, and I like to win. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that aspect the most.
The Australian underdog is going to come out and hoop. Best point guard, I feel like, in the game right now.
Hey, making some noise in 5s. I mean, no one expected it. They were doubted it, but here they are, 4-0. And here's a look into the Hawks facility. Can't really see their faces. Oh, they see us though. Hey! Happy birthday, Gradient! Happy birthday! ATL. I'm about 20 minutes for them. What's good, y'all? Yeah, so they are locked in. They're having some fun with it. Get ready to go. Here's a look at Gradient. All smiles. Yeah, you know, they're enjoying their time together. Yeah, that's you. No. All
Bro,
smiles
they
for
must
the
have
guys.
Autumn, you probably know, right? Did they have like a giant screen somewhere in there so they're seeing
They
themselves?
do,
Like,
yeah.
slowly, there we go.
They are living it up. I mean, everyone's getting some camera time. We got C's, MDS back there, blowing kisses as well. We see you guys out here. Oh, empty chair. No
Wait,
camera time.
I'm about to say, Dewan's going to turn around this chair real quick, start blowing some kisses to the camera.
Well, hey, let's learn more about this squad and check in with them.
Some things you should know about Hawks talent backcourt. We got two vets in Hotshot and Sammy. Sammy all-star lock, and Dewan, one of the best power forwards, one of the best rookies, one of the best players in general that you will get in the league.
You know, I got number 1 pick, MDS. I got a top lock in Gradient. I got a dog in Dewan, a guy who's offensively gifted and defensively gifted too also. As a hot shot, rebounds, does everything.
We're going to be an energetic team, a gritty team. With Dewan bringing just defensive power forward, which is all I ever want. I want a power forward that's defensive, and then knock down open shots. So I'm excited to play pick and roll with Dewan and see how our defense looks.
We're all hungry. We all feel like we're at the top of our positions, and we can't wait to get back out there.
The Hawks are looking to get their first win of 5s, and here's their opponents. You see them all tapped in, kinda, on their phones. You guys, 76ers, that is their opponents tonight. If we do get to see this matchup, we've been talking about that backcourt of Dre and 630 Dirk. If we get this matchup.
Yeah, it's been actually a slow start for them in that first quarter to where it was at. It was 23-11. Hawkstown GC with a double-digit lead. Another situation kind of like yesterday with Lakers gaming and T-Wolves gaming, to where like Ryan's having this great game. Obviously, that was later going down towards like the end of the stretch of the ball game. But we've always been saying about C's and MDS, when are they going to be able to turn things up? When are they both going to be able to have those double-digit scoring games where one's at 20, one's at 15? They were on track to do something like that, and then some on them. So that's what kind of hurts with it. And for Philly, it's all about trying to pick up that momentum that you had in that Heat Check Gaming win. The word consistency, we bring it up a lot, but especially here early when you have bad performances, all of a sudden you have a superstar, like player of the week type performance, and then you have that drop off. You just can't allow that to happen, because when you go back and look at individual player performances, individual team performances over the years, the best of the best, they always just remain consistent. Maybe somebody will slack behind, but it'll be an off-ball player that's maybe not as vital to the offensive plan.
Yeah, a roller coaster ride for sure, and just searching for some consistency from different one mode to another. And we asked 76ers about the difficulty of switching from 3s to 5s.
I would say the most difficult part of swapping game modes is getting used to like the timing and getting used to the flow of the game.
I just feel like the pace of the game changes a lot. I feel like 3v3 is super fast, 5v5 is more IQ, slow the game down, value possession, and just try to get the best shot.
The 3v3, it's mainly the same thing, pick and roll, try to attack the point guard. But in 5v5, there's a lot more different variables on the court, obviously with just 4 more players.
It's not really too hard for me to judge because it's more of my natural. I'm more of a point guard, so making passes is more of like a natural thing to me. It comes like second hand to me. For other players, it could be a little bit more difficult, especially for new incoming players into the league.
Yeah, it's not easy switching game modes for sure. You got to set your mindset, you know, adding 2 players, all of it. But hey, we've seen a team get it done in 5s today, and that is the Celtics. Lecce with 30 points, 9 assists, just 1 short of a double-double, y'all. And if they do tip off tonight, they will take on the Hornets. But, you know, overall impressions from Lecce, guys.
He's playing phenomenal. I'm wondering what good eats does Colt have, because I'm pretty hungry right now. No, but what Lecce has been doing has been great, because I feel like in 3s, yeah, like maybe he didn't have the craziest 3-point attack. He could go out there and get you a bucket. It just felt like so much of that was on Tazo and Crazy starting to find their rhythm. But for me, it kind of like, I didn't see a whole bunch of Lecce, right? I'm always like in and out in the offseason looking at some stuff. But for him to come out and really set the tone of what he is doing, knowing that this is a guy who rode the bench for, basically more than half, 75% of what we ended up seeing in 3 versus 3. It's pretty crazy with like the elite numbers that he's putting up at the guard position being a rookie.
Yeah, JT, you got an early little tease of that before he got into the league, right? Are you muting?
Oh,
you are.
no,
Okay.
no.
This is supposed to be a safe zone.
Okay. First off, I had to
games
mute
are
my
nothing.
mic. I was drinking my frappuccino.
No.
I know y'all didn't want to hear that. Right here, thank you. Cut it out. But
Gotta put the glasses on. Hold on. There you go.
Man, is Harris taking my? Oh man, I don't even have it on me.
The problem is that it sits on my desk. And
I got him in 4K wide lens.
All right, now we gassing.
I'm gonna get right. I got y'all next time.
Thank you. Give Autumn her bag back, like please.
I'm
find the mug.
I'm out of my bag. Look,
Yeah,
it's like it's a whole situation to get to it, y'all. It's not gonna happen.
You still unpacking?
No, it's just a lot going on. So it's just, I'll go get it. I'll do better. I'm out of my bag right now. I'll get back in one day. It's just not it.
So Harris is carrying the torch right now of your muted mug. Okay.
Putting the team on his back per usual. He's so happy. You can't have pins in it though. You gotta like drink out of it. You gotta do
It's
the
a
sip.
Coach him.
You gotta do the sip.
Coach
him. Yeah.
Pen holder.
Coach him.
It also holds
Right,
like
y'all.
3 different pairs of sunglasses. See, I got these also.
Yeah,
They're kinda like McDonald's.
No.
Shout out.
He's
Zuby.
Top Gun.
Now I gotta step my game up.
What are the sunglasses do I have in here?
Oh man, here we go.
See, but no.
I got my blue light glasses over here. There you go. This is pair number 3.
Okay, I like those.
I like getting more nerdy in these.
Autumn did have the empty "you're on mute" mug, and she tried to lie to us and said she was drinking something out of it. And we just know people like if you've ever watched a commercial or if you did theater in your life, you know the way when somebody picks up a mug that actually has something in it and the way they drink it. You had
What do you
the
mean
old school,
actually
it's
something?
empty. You're the empty just going like this and drinking air like, it's good.
What do you mean actually? There was coffee, there was water,
There was
tea.
not. James got you. He even knew there was nothing in there. We all knew there was nothing in there.
They're trying to air me out. This is not even true. Don't listen to these guys. There was always something in my mug, okay?
Got 'em.
I had to stay ready at all times. I use my mug very periodically with these guys on Mute Gang. Sorry, JT.
Yeah, JT definitely leads the broadcast mute gang this year. I had it once during threes. JT's had it a couple times this year, man.
I mean, like, I'm just trying to be respectful. You know, I'm trying to make sure that everything I got going on in my background is not leaked to thousands. That's all I'm doing. And then once that happens, you know, I forget it's muted.
I can't get it. I can't get it with my setup because I basically have to have this button pushed right here. And so the odds of that happening would have to be like it tucked into my chair. I'm sitting there holding it and I start talking. So I'm safe. Like if I was on my like actual setup that I'm usually on right with my mic, maybe I get called out. I think I literally only have one since we started doing remote stuff. I've been muted one time. So I hope I never change that.
Proud of you.
Flawless record over here.
Flawless victory.
Yeah.
What?
I haven't been on Mute Gang. What do you mean?
This year.
Oh.
This year.
Why are y'all after me today? Dang. Y'all are my neck. Jeez.
Hey. I think most of my mutes though are with this new mic. Like I hit that button and just I forget about it.
Oh, India's in the chat. Hi, India.
Hi, India.
What's up, India?
Hi, buddy.
What's up, everyone in the chat? We appreciate you guys for sticking with us on this Bounce Pass Thursday. But due to technical issues related to a nationwide server issue, tonight's games will be postponed to tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned to NBA 2K League social channels for more updates. We'll definitely have you that update very soon. But thank you guys for an awesome night. We're gonna get things rolling. Guys, the games we did see, Celtics getting a dub, 76ers a dub. I can't wait to see how it all pans out. And Harris, I know you have those scenarios as well.
Got even more for tomorrow. There we go. We just gotta do everything on one day. This makes my job even easier.
Hey, I can't wait for them. JT, Dirk, I'll start with you. Impressions of tonight, the games we didn't get to see.
Yeah, I mean, we still had some that were waiting to tip off, so those would be fresh. The other ones, there's some with a little bit of game time left, some that are very, very close going towards the end of their ball game. So they get a chance to reset. You don't really get to see scenarios ever like this in the NBA 2K League where you got a game plan for autumn. I think the Knicks and Cavs, I think it's a 20-second thing that they have to prep for. It's something wild. So we just got to see how teams are able to adapt to that, but at least they get it rescheduled and we'll come back better tomorrow.
Absolutely, we will. And speaking of tomorrow, JT, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to just seeing how everything plays out. Unfortunately, I won't be here, so I won't be here with y'all to see how it goes. So that's the one sad part.
But you tapped in. One thing about you, you're tapped in. You're in the chat, so I can't wait to talk to you throughout the chat.
He's got a big family day coming up tomorrow.
I don't think I'll be in the chat tomorrow, but knowing me, I'll be watching my games on the side, really trying to check every now and then. But I'm just looking forward to really seeing how it all turns out, which team can really dig in and dig deep tomorrow, because it is the last day. You don't show up tomorrow, you don't get a chance to play next week. So I need to really see who's going to dig deep. And of course, I'll be tuned in every now and then just to find out. I will miss y'all. Sad I couldn't watch the rest of these games because the Eastern teams were showing up like I predicted. They really showed up. We were seeing some really high scoring, teams really having a potent offense, which we haven't really seen this year. So I'm kind of sad about that. But tomorrow it will proceed. So Friday Night Fire will be a masterclass. I hope I know y'all gonna do y'all thing, but the game's gonna be fire to match Friday Night Fire. So I can't wait to watch that.
You already know it's about to be hot in here for game of the week. It is going to be so fire. I can't wait for it. We got Lakers and T-Wolves tomorrow. So much 2K League action for y'all. So you don't want to miss out. Make sure you stay tuned to our social channels to stay updated. But that is it from us, 2K fam. We love you guys. Thank you for sticking with us so long, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. I cannot be baited. I stay in rotation. Yeah, I'm on another level. My champ got a different. My hezzy is different. Just watch how I split the double. Let's go. Yeah, I'm not a fluke. I'm packing my stats. I'm averaging triple doubles. I'm trying to level up. My level is way up. I'm trying to level up. My level is way up. I'm trying to level up. My level is way up. I'm trying to level up. My level is way up.
On my river trying to catch up. Running, see you running, trying to catch up. I see you guys will leave you breathless.